Hey guys, we've got a 3+0 game on chess.com for once. And you'll notice my username is slightly different on chess.com from Lead Chess. Crosky with a Y versus an IE. But okay, so let's see how the chess.com competition stacks up. Played a few games on here, on this site. I think the ratings aren't quite as inflated on this site as they are on Lead Chess. See, I'm only around 2283. So I haven't been paying much attention. I think probably a bishop sack on f2 was at some point warranted. But now, okay, I'll sack on h3 and drop pawn on g3. I've gotten a bit of an initiative for some material sacked. Now, do I want to place a pawn on f4, g3, or bishop? Maybe I'll just get another bishop on this diagonal. I don't think I can draw arrows. No, I can't. It's not so easy for him to defend this. This diagonal is awfully weak. So he's just gonna give that up. Now, I can't place a pawn on his knight defends g3. Just take that. There's nothing horribly wrong with just taking that, maybe placing a pawn at f4. Just threatening a knight sack on g7, something like that. Well, let's start with this. And let's get this pawn on. Good control of the dark squares again. Maybe just bishop at b6 again was warranted there. But okay, this is okay. How does he proceed? Got weak light squares on my camp. Yeah. So this is unpleasant. Deciding whether to put a bishop on the dark squares or maybe on e6. Try to defend things at home. But then I lose all initiative. It's at the end of the world if he takes there. Maybe not. Let's not be timid. Let's put something on and attack. But then I am gonna have to defend at some point. So let's get this rook on. Yeah, I'm not convinced about my position. I think my attack is not so strong after all. Alright, let's defend 23 seconds. No increment. He takes. No, I don't think I want to take that back, do I? Because he's just going to drop another pawn at g6. Yeah, my position is kind of crumbling here. Maybe just sidestep. He's got a knight drop, so I got to step up. I'll probably drop that pawn, takes, knight in. I think I made it here, guys. It's very possible I made it. And I've got nothing on him anymore, really. I think he's well defended. His king can always just run over to the queen side. Takes. Yeah, I can't really take that back, can I? Because he's always going to... oh, boy. Okay, I'm going to sidestep that. If I took there, he's going to drop a knight in f6, give up my queen. But here, if he takes with the knight, I take the rook. And, ooh, I need something. Yeah. Alright, this is a loss. Let's see if we can jump back next game. Oh, I thought... Yeah. Alright, so good game to mathijs. Let's keep going here, see if we can get a few games back. Good game. It's weird playing on this interface, guys. I don't know what it is, because it's still just a standard chessboard, right? But something about the different interface, the different pieces, the different way the pre-moves look, and all that, kind of throws you off a little bit. That's a horrible excuse for losing that last game. That is not an excuse at all. But I have noticed that something about the psychology of the different interface makes you visualize things differently, I think, at least in my case. I don't know if you guys experience the same thing or not. It was the same thing after I switched from fixed FICS to Lichess. Just a different. It took a while to adjust and acclimate to the different interface. All right, let's figure out what's going on in this game. I'll let him open up that file if he wants to. Okay, now I'm going to trade some stuff off. So I've got a knight drop here. Is that... That's probably just losing my knight, isn't it? Knight drop here, maybe. Yeah. Knight drop here displaces his king, but I don't have a follow-up. I can't even escape with my knight, really. King up, and then my knight's trapped. I could have gone like knight d5 or something, but... put a pawn on here instead. So if rook over maybe queen here. Can't always just castle there, can he? Let's take here, maybe place it. If he takes this way, I'll place a knight on, scoop up this bishop. Takes the e pawn, then I can either place a knight here or a bishop here. Probably knight there. It's strong. Interesting. So he's gonna let me do this. Rook here first, or is that even necessary? No, I don't think that's necessary. Alright, I'm just going to take here. I'm going to sack here, maybe place a bishop on. I just want to make sure to keep these dark squares perennially weak. Place something on e6, I could just take it first, or I could place a bishop on d8 first, and after multiple exchanges. Okay, you recognize this position was crumbling there. Alright, 1-all. Alright, let's play something different here. Got the modern. Just declining the piece at first. Okay, you'll probably take now, I suppose. Maybe not. What do I want to do? Drop the knight back, save that piece, or just develop. Let's just develop. I'm going to guard this and also vacate g8 for my knight to drop back if he does create this battery. Yeah, I wish I could draw arrows on a live playing screen. Now, alright, opposite side castling. Let's go. Let's bring my knight in, try to get rid of this bishop. This is a kind of nasty pen because he's got the h5 square available while this bishop is pinning the g-pawn. So I'm gonna get rid of that bishop, and then maybe start marching my pawns up. No pieces have yet been exchanged. So from him, maybe g4. Alright, I'm just gonna take that. Let's get this bishop out. The idea is of maybe taking this knight, dropping a knight on b4, maybe a sack somewhere, maybe throwing this king out. So do I want to go for that? Bishop there, knight takes, knight on. Is that anything? No. Bishop here doesn't really do much. Pick up the exchange, but it's going to be too slow. Maybe bishop on b4 instead of a knight there. It could be interesting, because then if I get a pawn in hand, I have a3. Alright, let's do this. Let's get a bishop over on his king's side. And that way, again, if I have a pawn exchange, then I can place on a3. I also have possibilities of exchanging for this knight in the future, and then placing a knight on a4 and sacking on b2. Ideas like that. So it does remove that idea, but okay, this is interesting. Now, do I want to play c5? Maybe open up this file. I do give him a pawn there. Actually, no, I like this, because then I can take on e5, swing my rook over to this file, this e file. Okay, I'm going to take there without thinking about it too much, and sacking there's queens on it now, so instead maybe I put this on, blocking his queen off. So where does his queen want to go? Maybe b3, taking this bishop, then what, a5? Okay, so it just sidesteps. Knight there doesn't do much, although I could take that pawn. Okay, let's just bring this rook to the c file. I'm falling behind on the clock. I'm expecting a pawn advance, g5 or h5. G5 is okay as well, but I can just leave that for the time being. I'm going to take and then drop a pawn on d3. Yeah. If I had another pawn in hand, that would be okay. It takes. Do I want to take here first? No, I want to leave that bishop. Way too slow, guys. I'm down a minute. And okay, if I had another knight in hand, that would mate. But I've got all the knights, don't I? And he has one in hand. Not on the board. I want to take that. Okay, I'm going to take this. I have no time to think. Maybe place a pawn on b3. Ooh, that's dangerous. That is dangerous. Yeah, this is a loss. It's been too long figuring things out. So good game again from mathijs. Pawn, expecting a pawn on maybe. Now just a sack is going to do the job as well. And that's going to be game over. Good game. Alright, let's keep going. Let's play the Nimzo Larsen, the deadly Nimzo Larsen. Nice guy. Okay. Do I want to build a big center and maybe open up this? Let's just keep this to d3. I'm going to break with c4 instead of d4. If he takes, I'll probably take with a knight and bring my knight into the action. And maybe drop a pawn on g5. Try to sack on g7. Although taking here would open up his bishop. But I think it's worth it. So if knight h5, knight coming into g4, I'm still going to proceed with the sack. I think that's the correct way to take, so I don't have a knight at h5 at the end of this line. So I did give him a little bit of material just to open up his dark squares. I'm going to have to figure out a way to prosecute this advantage. Not advantage, it's probably not even an advantage, but prosecute this initiative. Thinking about pawn breaks in the center. Really? Now let me take that knight. This king can step back pretty safely. Well, alright, I'm going to take him up on that. Yeah, I'm going to take it back with the pawn. I just want to control these dark squares as much as possible. So idea is pawn at e5, rook at c1, pinning him up. Do I have any nasty knight drops? Not particularly, but let's get this pawn on. Blocks his rook off and also intrudes on these dark squares. So now, take that, pawn on, or just knight on, moves his rook. Let's do this first, because then I can take on e4 twice. Yeah, that's probably decent. Maybe take on d5. That's possible as well. Let's keep this pressure up on him because I am pressuring him on the clock. Which is kind of a reversal of last game. So if I take here, takes here. No, let's take here because then I have thrown his queen, so I get that with tempo. He's going to attack my knight, move his queen and attack my knight. And I have to decide whether I want to give that up. Probably do this. Probably want to give that up. Is there a better way to give up this material? No, let's just keep moving forward. Let him take that knight. Maybe a pawn drop on f6. If I had a knight drop on c7, that'd be nice, but no, let's just keep this up. Keep moving forward. My knight is hanging, so I want to proceed with tempo here. Now, if I had a knight in hand, that would mate or rook. Interesting. I gotta turn that auto queen off. I'm getting crazy house, don't I? Okay, what about here? Does he have a nasty knight? No, I think that's okay. I was thinking about whether he had a nasty knight drop. Yeah, he's gonna sack. Ooh. This might mate, as a matter of fact. No, I've got that covered actually. Yeah. I was worried there for a second. My knight does defend h3. So now I'm threatening a mate with bishop takes, or rook takes bishop, king has to take, and queen drop. And how does he defend? And that's made. Alright, the two all tied up. So this guy's a good competitor. And again, let's keep mixing it up. Play knight f6, see if he wants to advance. Go into a Crosky. Nope. I'm going to play a d6 now. I'm going to try out this newish line I've been tinkering around with a little bit. So after bringing the bishop out, if he blocks with the bishop, no, he doesn't. If he blocks with the bishop, I was going to play an early h5 to see how that went. Instead, I'm going to play this line. I kind of like these setups. It's interesting. It just gives you a playable game. Nothing too theoretically heavy. Expecting castle queenside, he does. Alright, good deal. So we're going to have the Erase. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. He's gonna play G4. No, H4. I thought he was gonna play G4 with tempo, but that's always in the air. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. If he plays a G4, I might take that. I'm gonna take that and then drop on. I want to drop here. Then dropping on D4 or F4, but this is okay. I'm expecting him to capture twice, and then do I want to place the bishop or advance the pawn? Is the question. Bishop or pawn? Bishop here. Bishop here is interesting because then I can place that pawn, replace on the dark squares. Or I can just get rid of that knight. Now, you know what? I kind of like this. I kind of like this because then I can advance this pawn with another diagonal protector on it. And make sure we're still running here. We are. Firing on all cylinders. Alright, I'm going to push. He might even decline that because I don't have anything else in hand to place, but either way I'll be creating a gap to come in on and something to play for. Could take this knight and then drop a knight on F2. That's interesting if I want a rook in hand. He's going to take that. Okay, I will take that with the bishop. He's going to run. Thinking, what? Bishop B4, pawn at B4? Let's bring the bishop back because now I'm threatening to take on A2 with my rook. Knight's pinned. Threatening stuff like taking this knight now, taking on E4. So I suppose he'll take back with the pawn if I do take that knight. Let's just take this first of all. And now this pawn is hanging. If I can remove that pawn, I would thereby remove another defender of that knight. Then again, this knight takes E4 ideas on. All right, a lot of pressure coming down. And, oh, he's not done, is he? Looks like he might be done, guys. Yeah, all right, so that was a pretty interesting series. Good games against mathijs. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video off there. But if I do get more games in the future, then I'll start the recording back up. So yeah, thanks guys.